Hello my dear children, I hope all are good and well. You have studied the work I have given and also you have completed. This is my expectation and your proof from your side. Today we have to see the next property as promised in the previous class, distributive property. So my dear children, let us see what is distributive property for rational numbers. So actually till now we have seen the different operations considered together. For example, we have seen the closure property for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, one by one. Not two operations we have done together. But in this property, as the name is distributive, some distribution is done. So we will see the two operations performed together for the sum, multiplication, difference and the multiplication, division of the rational numbers. Let us see, it says that if we have three rational numbers such that P by Q, R by S and T by U, written in the following manner, so, my dear children, you know that when certain quantity is written within bracket, so outside the quantity written, if no sign is there between them, there is the sign of multiplication. So, we will do multiplication of P by Q with the sum of R by S and T by U. So, how I will do? You can see here. P by Q will be multiplied with R by S plus P by Q will be multiplied with T by U. So you will say, you will ask, sir, where is the distribution? So my dear children, this is the symbol to add the two rational numbers. This P by Q is being multiplied with R by S in the first term, as well as the same P by Q is being multiplied in the second term. Correct? So this is the distribution. So what do we call it? Distribution of multiplication over addition. What do we call? Distribution of multiplication over addition. Somehow, if we get the same reason to get their difference, what will be your answer? The same with difference sign. We will write P by Q multiplied with R by S minus P by Q multiplied with T by U. Did you get? So there is the distribution of multiplication over addition. This sign will be the responsible sign. Okay. Here also distribution of multiplication over subtraction. So these are the two properties we have to understand as the distributive property for rational numbers. Next is property of zero. So for this I am not taking an example, I will go in the exercise and I will explain to you. Next is property of zero. Property of zero. That will be our fourth property. Fifth property. What is property of zero? So my dear children, you know that zero is the only number which when added to any number results the same number. Did not get? Zero is the only number which when added to any number results in the same number with which it is added. Means if P by Q is a rational number where Q is not zero, and if we add 0 in P by Q, what will be our answer? P by Q. Correct? So, is 0 having any name? Yes. 0 is called additive identity. What do we call? Additive identity. I hope you are understanding. 0 is called additive identity. Similarly, next is property of 1. Property of 1. I am going to ask to you very tough question. Can you answer me? What is 10 vanja? You will say very simple, sir. It is 10. No. Yes. Yes. It is 10. My dear children, when we multiply by 1 to any number, what is our result? The same number. 2 ones are 2, 3 ones are 3, 5 ones are 5, 10 ones are 10, 20 ones are 20, 30 ones are 30, 45 ones are 45. Everywhere, when 1 is multiplied to any number, it results in the same number. Means, if we take any rational number and we multiply by 1, we get the same number. Did you get my words? My words were here. I said when 0 is added to any number, we get the same number. Here 1 is multiplied to any number, we get the same number. Means our purpose is to perform the operation and we do not want any change in our result. Understood? We want to perform the operation, but we do not want to change our result. So, the number which we are operating with will become the identity. So, this one is called, what is this? Additive identity. Why? We have added here. What will we call here? Multiplicative identity. What we will call? Multiplicative identity. So my dear children, if I ask what is additive identity, you will call, sir, it is 0. I will say what is multiplicative identity, you will say, sir, it is 1. Correct? Keep in mind. Now, next property we have to go through is additive inverse. So my dear children, let us see here what is additive inverse. Additive inverse. So what is additive inverse? Additive inverse means whenever we add a number to a given rational number, we want the result as additive identity. Once again, whenever we perform the addition operation with any rational number, the result we want should be additive identity. It means 0. So my dear children, see here, if we have a rational number p by q and we have added some rational number to it and we want 0. So can you tell me which number we should add? Suppose in your pocket you have 5 rupees. How many rupees I should give you to make your pocket empty? So you will say, sir, which type of question is this? If you will give, it will increase. But my dear children, I want to add here. So what I will do? I will tear your pocket. The coin will fall. Means, instead of putting the coin in your pocket, I have taken from it. Means, instead of adding p by q, I will subtract. What do you say now? Yes, you will get 0. Means, when we get the negative of a rational number, that becomes additive inverse of the rational number. So we will call p by q to be the additive inverse of minus p by q and minus p by q to be the additive inverse of p by q. Understood? This is very, very important concept, and if you do not get, watch the video by rewinding it so that you can understand it well. Next is multiplicative inverse. So I hope you will be guessing what I am going to explain to you. Multiplicative inverse. Any idea, my dear children? Yes, if I perform a task of multiplication and I get the result as 1, here 0 is additive identity, here 1 is multiplicative identity. So which number I should multiply here? So you will say, sir, you are going to do the reverse now. So I will say, yes, I will divide by P by Q. But here it is multiplication sign. That will create problem. Because I cannot write here divide by P by Q. And later I can multiply division and multiplication sign. No. That is only true in case of addition and subtraction. So what I will write? I will write reciprocal of P by Q. Can you tell me the reciprocal of P by Q? Exactly, Q by P. Now see, Q will be divided by Q and P will be divided by P. You will get 1. So my dear children, every rational number is the reciprocal, every rational number gets its reciprocal by interchanging the numerator to the denominator. For example, if I write 4 by 5, then its reciprocal will be 5 by 4 and you will get as 1. So 4 by 5 is the multiplicative inverse of 5 by 4 and 5 by 4 is the multiplicative inverse of 4 by 5. Both are multiplicative inverse of each other. Both are enemy of each other. Both will, when being together, will end up each other and bring the result as 1. In case of multiplication, and in case of addition they will bring 0. I hope you have understood all the properties, and the last property that is given to us I am going to explain to you, that is multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of a number. So it is nothing, I just explained P by Q and Q by P, both are multiplicative inverse of each other. So we have seen all the properties. Now we are going to start our exercise 1D and I am going to explain the questions. Try to understand, watch the video carefully and note down in your notebook. Let us begin. So, exercise 1B. First, state the property used by the following elements. You have to state the property. First, A. Minus 7 by 8 multiplied by 11 by 15 is equal to 11 by 15 multiplied by minus 7 by 8. Any guess which property is this? Yes? Answer is which one? Exactly, commutative property. Or you can write commutativity, both are correct. Associative property or associativity, commutative property or commutativity. But don't write distributivity. Okay? Distributive property is always written as distributive property. And closure property is closivity. No. Closure property is closure property only. Now, see B part. 6 by 7 multiplied by 7 by 6. That is equal to 1. What will write? 6 by 7 and multiplied by 7 by 6, we get 1. It means both are reciprocal of each other, and which operation is performed here, my dear children? It is multiplication, which property I have just explained before the explanation of this exercise. Multiplicative inverse. So what do we write here? Multiplicative inverse. Existence of multiplicative inverse. Next, C. Minus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. What you write? Here multiplicative inverse 1, here is 0, so obviously additive inverse. D. D, you can tell it is commutative property. D is commutative. I am writing the name of property. Commutative property. E, multiplicative identity. You are getting one, no? You are getting the same number, so multiplicative identity. In E you will write C, minus 23 by 10 sorry 70. So what do you write here? So this is the answer of E. F, it is distributive property over subtraction, right? Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. G is associativity and H is associativity, correct? G is associativity, H is associativity, and F is multiplicative, distribution of multiplication over subtraction. Try to write. Question number 2. Verify the following and state the property used. Few I am telling, few you solve. Question number 2A. Question number 2A. There is some function here. Question number 2A. Let us see one by one each. So 17 upon 135 multiplied by 15 upon minus 51 is equal to 15 upon minus 51 into 17 upon 135. You have to verify. How will you verify? First of all, which property you are seeing here? So the property you are seeing is commutative property. But how will you verify it? This is the main task. So my dear children, to verify, you have to do the following steps. You have to take both sides together and solve them. Correct? Now, 70 upon 135. Actually, 135 it is. This chalk is very hard, that's why it is producing sound. Don't fear from it. So 15 9s and 17 3s. 15 9s and 17 3s with minus sign, here with minus sign. So it will be 1 by 9 into minus 3 equal to 1 upon minus 3 into 9. That is minus 1 upon 27 is equal to 1 upon minus 27. What will you write? Both the sides are equal, hence verified. And which property is this? The property name is commutative property. Likewise, we have to solve. Question number B I am going to tell you, and same questions, similar questions you can try. B, let us see B part. Actually, the board size is less, I think. It should be more. Anyway, try to manage. And see. 2B. Question number 2B is 1 by 9 multiplied by 18 by 5 plus minus 3 by 20, that is equal to 1 by 9 multiplied by 18 by 5 plus 1 by 9 multiplied by minus 3 by 20. This is given to us. Let us solve one by one. Can you tell me the property? It is the addition, means distributive property of multiplication over addition. Let us see. 1 by 9. Rule says that solve the bracket first. How will we solve? LCM of 20 and 5 is 20. 5 4s are 20 to 17. 18 4s are 72. 20 1s are 20, so minus 3 is equal to multiply 9 2s are, means you will write plus minus 3 3s are 9, 60, 1 upon 60. Now here 69 upon 20, here LCM is 20, 8 minus 1 upon 20. Here 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 3s are. Correct. Now sorry. Here LCM of 5 and the 60, so it will be 12, no? $23, no? 24. So this will be 23 upon 60. That will be equal to 23 upon 60. Both sides we got the same value, hence verified. And which property? Distributive property of addition of multiplication over addition, you have to write here. Next, the same question is C. You can solve D. You try to solve it with associative property. E, you also getting the same result. F you can do by multiplication. G you can do. H you can do. I think once I should tell you D. D is 5 by 3 into minus 4 by 5 multiplied by 3 by 5 is equal to 5 by 3 minus 4 by 5 into 3 by 5. Now solve it. Verification. So here 5 will divide 5, you will get minus 4 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 5. Here nothing can be divided, so 5 by 3 multiplied by minus 12 upon 25. 3 will divide 3, 5 will divide 5, 3 4s are 12. Here you will get minus 4 by 5, here you will get both sides are equal, hence verified. Likewise, try to finish the questions of this question number 2 part. 3 I am taking and going to solve for you. Question number 3. Question number 3 is taking A equal to 4 by 7, B is equal to minus 5 by 2, and C equal to 4 by 3. Show that A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. Let us prove it. So prove. Proof. See, LHS. A divided by B divided by C. That you can start from here. A means B is 4 by 3. That you can write reciprocal. So 5 3s are 5 into 3 upon this. 5 3s are 15 upon 8. That is minus 32 upon 105, and take RHS. So A means 4 by 7, B means minus 5 by 2, C means 4 by 3. Here, due to lack of space, I wrote in this manner. Don't think that C we have to write in that manner only. Now, nothing is divisible. 8 by 35 minus 8 3s are 24. What is LHS? 32 by 105. RHS minus 24 by 140. Are they equal? No. So you will write, since hence verified or hence proved. So my dear children, I have solved till question number 3 in this video. 4 onwards I will be meeting you. I will be solving for you in the next video.